up, everybody? It's Holly again, and welcome to my channel. So here is another video, episode 2 for Bold and Restless Ranting. Well, it is very late. It's like 12:30 where I'm at, and it is literally in the negative degrees here. I am freezing. I pretty much stayed bundled up all night in my bed because it was really cold. And my husband kept saying, now, Holly, keep making these videos. You gotta go make it. So, because I do want to try to make these for the previous week, edit on the weekend, and then post on Monday, so you can see, we can discuss what happened last week. So that's a thing. But yeah, it is freezing. So I have my cup of coffee here. And I'm half in my PJs, which you can't see, because it's just too cold to be dressed. My hair was a mess, I threw it up, but the show must go on. So, if you're with me and you have a lot of feelings about last week for Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful, stay tuned because this show is for you. So, let's get ranting. So, this is where if you do not have a cup of coffee, you should go get yourself some. How cold is it where you live? It, like I said, is literally below zero here. So, yes, good day to stay in and watch me rant. A lot happened this week on the soaps. I'm super excited to talk about this week. I have a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to cover it into one video so I don't have to split it like last week. I'm learning, so give me a little learning curve period here. So, I want to jump right into Young and the Restless. Phyllis. What can I say? I don't understand why you would willingly partner with Victor, why you'd make an alliance with Victor, why you would do anything with Victor. I mean, clearly he has a hidden agenda. Maybe Phyllis has a hidden agenda as well. I'm not quite sure on that at this point in time. It looked like on the preview she had told Jack, I have my own plan going on. So I don't know if there's something like, he thinks he's playing her, but really she's playing him. I'm not sure, but we're going to have to watch all that unfold. But I just don't know where that's going yet to speak any more than that. Paul had a conversation with Christine that they should just live their lives and not focus so much on the negative and Phyllis. And I kind of agreed with him, and I really liked the conversation that he had with her because, like I said, I don't like Phyllis, but Christine is like borderline obsessed. No, she's freaking obsessed. Like, it ain't even borderline at this point. She's just like crazy, uber, like, can think of nothing else but Phyllis. And I'm like, your baby is far more important than any shit that goes down with Phyllis. Who cares? Who cares what happens to Phyllis? Sure, I know you want your revenge because she tried to run you over like 20 years ago and she got away with it. I get it. Like, I totally get it. Phyllis is infuriating and I get that you would want her to be punished. But chill your shit. You have a baby to think about. And I get why Paul's really concerned. she's, to watch her, she's crazy. And I'm pretty sure that this obsession is going to cost her baby because I think they're going to, do, a storyline, that she loses her baby over the stress and, to put a complete damper into their marriage. We'll see. And while we are on the subject of Phyllis and storylines around Phyllis, let's talk about Kelly for a minute. I don't know where they're going with the storyline. It's driving me crazy. Did she do it? Did she not do it? Is Phyllis setting Kelly up? Is Kelly setting Phyllis up? I have no idea. Every time I think I have it figured out, they throw another little scene where one of them says another little tidbit where it throws me off. I have no idea. Do you have an opinion on this? Who do you think is doing what to who? I have no idea. These two, I wouldn't put it past either one of those psychos to do anything to anybody. So I can't tell you who did what. So that kind of throws me a little bit. I just don't know. I feel like this is all going to be a grand scheme on Kelly's part, and it's going to come out that she did all these grand, big things so that everybody who loves Phyllis thinks that she's crazy. As like a means to try to get Jack back. I mean, trying to prove the love of Jack's life's crazy ain't gonna help you any. When it comes out, he's gonna want nothing to do with Kelly. Doing evil, manipulative things does not help you. I mean, I guess sometimes some of the evil people went out, but in general, it normally shouldn't help you. Nikki. What can I say about Nikki? She had a fantastic scene. She gave it to Victor, and I loved it. She had a scene with Victor and Phyllis in the room in their ranch where she basically called Victor out on his shit. She said, you know what? He never does anything out of the goodness of his heart. And I'm like, bless you, Nikki. She gets on my nerves. She always goes back to that jackass. But to be fair, she does call him out on his bullshit. I will give her that. I will. And the sick thing is, his wife calls him out on it, and he still doesn't bat an eyelash. I'll never understand that man. I really, really won't. But yeah, I loved that scene. It was really great and epic, and I just sat there and giggled like the whole time. It was amazing. It was probably one of my favorite scenes this week. Another couple / storyline that I didn't get to talk about last week that I'm really pumped this week to get to mention in my video is Adam and Chelsea. Well, first of all, aside from the whole Adam and Chelsea thing, I really thought that it was cute to see a touching moment between Adam and Sage. They were sitting on their couch in their apartment, and she confessed to him that she can't have kids. And, he kind of, hugged her a little bit. And I thought it was, nice for Sage to see that side of him. It was a nice change to see a scene with that personality, with that side that he has, because you don't get to see that too often. Ever since he's come back, we really haven't seen that softer side of Adam. So I was really happy to see that. That was also one of my favorite scenes this week. Adam and Chelsea. First of all, I just want to say, that boy don't know what he's doing. He is thinking with his heart so much. He's doing irrational things. He's so obsessed with her, he's going to blow his plan right out of the water because he can't stay away from her and let it gradually happen. He just keeps pulling toward her and gravitating toward her and arranging all these bumping into her and dinner and wine and oops, I lost my keys, and you're gonna get caught. It's a slippery slope. You're gonna get caught. She's gonna figure out it's you, and all hell's gonna break loose. And I'm not even sure at this point she'd take you back. Chelsea, I love the two of them together. A lot of people liked Adam with Sharon, but I like Sharon with Nick. I've always liked Sharon with Nick. Even though he's been a complete douche to her, I still would like to see them end up together. But, so, I like Adam and Chelsea. I like Adam and Chelsea a lot. They have chemistry that her and the new actor that plays Billy could never have. They just have this fire about them, and they both have bad pasts, and they both kind of bring out the best in each other, and I love that. So I'm hoping that they can start the healing process and maybe find a way back to each other. I mean, Connor deserves to have his father in his life, and, despite how evil he can be, he is a very good father. So, we'll see. Another thing I forgot to mention when we were on the topic of Victor is, I cannot believe, well, I guess I can believe because it's Victor. In true Victor fashion, he goes and steals Jabot's perfume, markets it before them, and he's going to put it out before them. He freaking stole their shit. It's like, I guess if you didn't think you were that great, you could go to that major, but Victor thinks he's amazing. He couldn't come up with something to compete without actually having to go and steal. I mean, what does that say about his confidence in himself and his company? I mean, he acts all big and bad, but really you have to resort to stealing? And I mean, I'm just saying, shame on Victoria. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video. I feel like I might have. Shame on Victoria for going along with it a couple of weeks ago. I mean, that hurts your boyfriend, your now live-in boyfriend, because he helped work on that. And, Stitch, And I mean, it hurts Ashley. And I mean, how can she just, it's just cruel. It's just cruel. It's downright cruel. Come up with your own crap. Don't steal other people's shit. Come up with your own. You're a multi-trillion-dollar company, probably. Like, you can't have the best scientists come in and come up with your own? I find that very hard to believe. I'm just saying. Last but not least, the award for best scene, most dramatic scene, goes to Neil. Friday, when the whole show ended and he was drinking his drink in front of his family and he let it all out of the bag, it was like, this is gonna be good. Shit's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna be amazing. I am so excited. When he told everybody he could see, the look on Devon and Hillary's faces, they knew. They knew they were caught. They knew they were in trouble. And then that shit ended. And now I'm like, thanks. Like, you have to end right there when I'm really excited. Thanks a lot. I hate cliffhangers. And they do this to me every Friday. So, I'm pumped for Monday. Who else is pumped for Monday? So, what do you guys think about Y&R and the current storylines and the current characters? Do you like what's going on? Do you not like what's going on? What do you want to see happen? Discuss in the comments below. Yes, do that.